Namaskar. Welcome to Conversations with Rakesh. There was a very nice comment on one of the videos I had done. The comment says, when I speak in front of a new audience or people who I feel are knowledgeable, respectful, more in authority, I feel nervous. My speech does not radiate the confidence in tone and body language. This happens in job interviews, any place where there is a person of authority judging your performance. So that's where the problem comes. It's an anxiety that comes from performing in front of such people, performance anxiety. This is also true in meetings, your boss, your clients, places where you feel that your knowledge is not enough to the person in front of you. My PhD Viva was very scary and I talk about it. And many times, in my own board meetings, my investor meetings, there are people who have built businesses and I'm like one tiny chotu person. So sometimes I do get scared, and I understand the question and the comment and that feeling that you feel insignificant, first of all. Second is you're feeling extremely small in front of these people because they know so much and you know so little. And there is anxiety because of this. So that's performance anxiety, maybe inferiority complex. Now, please remember, there is a process and a scientific explanation for that. So this person who's knowledgeable, respectful, authoritative, and you're supposed to speak in front of them, your brain doesn't really understand whether the person is respectful or dangerous. The brain reacts as if there is danger. Now, there could be a snake, a lion, serious problem to your life, and you feel threatened. So your brain is responding from that perspective. Remember that. So what you have to now do is deal with this, that the brain needs to be calmed. It has to move from a threat zone to a safe zone. So I'm going to give you 3 suggestions. It helps me a lot, and I'm sure it will help you as well. So the first thing is, remember this simple rule. I am in a threat mode. My brain is in a threat mode. I have to context switch it and bring it to a safe zone. So this is where you have to do breathing, because when you breathe with long breaths, that oxygen really helps calm down. It goes to all the parts of the brain, and that's where it starts to calm down. So breathing is very, very important. And this is where there are the first 5 seconds are very important for you. So breathing. The second is safety will come when your brain thinks of something which is safe. So what I do is, when I am really threatened and I'm panicking, I think of my wife and my children and my parents, my loved ones. Sometimes I think of my best friends, but that my mind goes into a mode of safety. And the moment it goes into safety, I get the strength to become normal again. So remember, the first 5 seconds is about getting your brain from threat to safe zone, and breathing and thinking of something that calms you is very critical. The second thing, please remember, you have to now change your mindset. You have calmed your brain, the brain is in a safe zone, but your mindset still thinks that this person is superior, this person is authoritative, respectful, and they know more than me. And this is a mindset problem. So there's a movie, Harry Potter, and I think many of my students have heard this like a million times. And I've also done one video where I talk about glossophobia. The concepts are the same, but let's come back to the second suggestion I have, that you are thinking that that person in front of you is more powerful, more dangerous, more authoritative. It's a mindset issue. Change it. So change that mindset to envisioning something that the other person is funny, weak. So envision it. Your brain has imagination. This is there in Harry Potter also. There is a monster coming out, and the professor teaches them to think of the monster in a funny way. And I've read some books on it, and there are some discussions on it. There was this one interesting person who said that I always imagine that my audience is sitting in diapers in front of me. And it just suddenly makes my brain relax. And this is a mindset issue. It's creative visualization. Now don't go overboard. But think of something in a very funny thing, like your audiences are in diapers. Maybe this person talked about it. I always think of the audience smiling and enjoying sometimes. So it gives me my mindset. Sometimes you can even think of the audience, in different versions, like in Harry Potter, they envision the audience wearing some strange clothes and strange things like skating and slipping, all of that. Anything that makes you feel that the audience is in a different position as compared to the power position. So make them come down to a level where they look more human and they are prone to make mistakes. They are not as authoritative and powerful as you think them to be. And that's the mindset shift. And the last one, the third one, you have taken care of the first 5 seconds using the switch from threat to safety. You now have also envisioned the audience as less authoritative. Now you have to really perform, which is step number 3. Give it your best. And there is this lady called Susan Boyle. This was on Britain's Got Talent or UK Got Talent or something. And everybody, when she comes on stage, everybody's like laughing at her, booing at her. She's very awkward. But once she starts to sing, that's it. Everybody's jaw drops. That is my third request, that you are there for a reason. You have to present, you have to speak, you have to express. Do your best. Take notes. I always talk about taking flashcards, take them, prepare, practice. You have to do it. You have to nail it down because nobody else can do it except you. So remember, the third thing is you have one shot, make it happen. So let me summarize these 3 suggestions on how you can be less nervous in front of knowledgeable, authoritative people. Number 1, remove the starting trouble. Breathe and get your brain to a safety zone. Number 2, think of something that makes you think of your audience in a less authoritative way, like a funny thing. And number 3, you have one shot. Now make it happen and do your best. And this is where your confidence will improve. And next time you'll be in a much better shape and you'll nail it. And on that note, stay safe.